I took Christopher down to Gettysburg. It was his first time. I said, "Why don't you head down here? I'll show you something."
Did you give him a tour?
I gave him a pretty decent tour.
It was nice.
Yeah. To be able to drive there without looking and then be like, "This is the southern end of Pickett's Charge."
You know the land.
Across the field, I'd be like, "That's where they went."
Yeah.
They went through this clearing of trees to try to get over there.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back here at Comic History Tales. Today we're going to be listening to another segment of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. As always, I will leave all links to their podcast and their Patreon down below, so definitely go and check them out. Today's topic of discussion is the American Civil War. The Civil War was from 1861 until 1865. Some of the most famous people during the Civil War were General Robert E. Lee, Ulysses S. Grant, and of course, Abraham Lincoln. The war was fought between the Union and the southern states that seceded from the Union and therefore became the Confederates. Now let's go and listen what Matt and Shane have to say about this.
And then we went up to Little Round Top, which you may know from the famous movie Gettysburg.
Of course.
Jeff Daniels and the 20th Maine.
For sure.
Jeff Daniels.
That's where they charged.
We were up there. It was fucking sick.
It was
so
really
nice.
wild.
They all die?
No, they won.
Did they?
Yeah, you're thinking Glory.
I'm just nodding my head, dude. Glory? They all died in Glory, yeah.
Glory, yeah. They tried to
that's
charge.
what I was thinking of before. Yeah.
The black guys?
Yeah. Glory's the one with the
actually
cannonball
Fury.
hits that guy in the face.
Oh,
that's
there
what.
you go.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't remember that in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Took a cannonball to the face?
Yeah, he's like, let's go, and he turns around, and a cannonball just hits him, takes his head off.
God, that fucking sucks.
That'd be a good way to go compared to most deaths in that.
True, laying
Cannonball off your head is nice.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we were looking at some of the charges they have. The bullets, where there's just like a case full of beads.
Yeah,
there's just fire thing and sprays everywhere.
Oh, like the shrapnel spray kind of thing?
Yeah, except it's just, it's like golf ball sized balls of like metal. Golf balls. Just perfectly smooth. The canister shot is what it's called. And when they get within like 300 yards, it's just...
What was the objective of the Civil War? Was the South trying to get up to like the Capitol? Like, why were they...
The South was north of the Capitol. We're in Gettysburg, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you're... So it's a Civil War... They have a bunch of cannons and shit, like, pointing at you. It's like, all right, let's fucking walk around this shit and, like, try to come from the other side.
That's exactly
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was
they
the,
almost did that.
What was the objective?
All right, to destroy each other's army.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the only way that gets done is
they weren't trying to get to a specific place.
No.
Just trying to break the spirit.
Well, there were a couple times where
they?
they were like, we're going to try... So they were going to try to get the army out of D.C.
Yeah.
Try to lure the army of the Potomac out of D.C. so they could take it. But they were never going to be able to take D.C. They were like... At that, the South was winning every battle up until Gettysburg.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a war of attrition where the North was getting tired of it. The people in the North were like, we got to stop this. We just keep getting our fucking dicks knocked in.
So they were losing.
The North was losing bad.
What?
Bad until Gettysburg.
At the Battle of Gettysburg, between 46 and 51,000 soldiers from both armies were casualties in the 3-day battle. Because of this, it became the most deadly battle in U.S. history.
That was the turning point.
That was the turning point. And then we were standing at the turning point.
How the fuck were we losing?
The turning point of the turning point, which was pretty sick. At the end of at Little Round Top.
How the fuck were we losing?
We were losing because the North had a lot of inept generals that were like
wasn't one of them like a drunk.
No, that was
pussy?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah,
he was a drunk and he was the best. He was our best guy because he was like, "Fuck it, we'll just throw people. We have more people than them.
Yeah.
So every battle we can go person for person." And we'll end this thing in a war of attrition.
Who was the dude who was like, we just got to keep training? We're going to train
McClellan.
Oh, okay,
McClellan, they all loved him. All the soldiers loved him.
Right.
Somehow. But he never fought. He was always afraid to fight.
He was a big trainer.
He just had his boys training nonstop. And he always overestimated whatever the South had. Like, no matter what.
Sure.
And Lee, they had Lee the whole time.
He was good.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
He was Bill Belichick. He was the coach, dude. He was the genius. He was fucking everybody up. But at Gettysburg, so like you said, like, why don't they walk around? Every battle was defensive for the most point for the South. Usually the South would get somewhere, set up shop, and the North would come to them.
Okay.
And so they would just be dominating.
So they would just come up and be like, we're in your state.
Yeah, they'd be like, what are you going to do about it? We're like, you better get out of our state. We're like, what are you going to do about it, dude?
Where they have banners like, we love slaves.
Yeah, they did. No, they went the route of like, they would never mention slavery.
Yeah.
Ever. They never were like, hell yeah, slavery.
So they were like,
this is about states' rights
yeah.
and death to tyrants.
Yeah, because they were being...
Because they were like, the federal government was telling the state what to do.
Yeah.
Which back then wasn't happening.
So that was a... So the federal government won that one.
The federal government was like, yo, you guys better fucking listen.
Damn.
And they did. And now they listen.
Yeah, they won that one.
Yeah, the federal government won. We were the Federals. So they were the Confederates. They were anti-federal. Wow. The Confederates.
So they're basically like, you can't tell us. The federal government has no say in the states' rights?
Yeah.
The federal government was like,
the federal government was like, well, yeah, we do.
The southern states seceded from the Union because they believed that a Republican government would dissolve the institution of slavery, would not honor states' rights, and promote tariff laws.
Yeah, we're gonna. So they're like, we'll kill you guys.
Yeah.
Until if you guys don't do this.
The North was hesitant. I think the South was the one who seceded. They were like, and then the Union was like, you can't leave. We can't split this country in half.
Yeah.
You guys are staying. And they're like, we're leaving. And we're like, you're fucking staying. Come here.
So it wasn't
we're
as
a family.
We're a fucking family. Now get over here.
So in terms of the slavery thing, was it as much as slavery or no?
Yeah, it was about slavery. So the South tries to act like it wasn't. And they're like, it's about states' rights. It's about states' rights to own slaves.
Yeah. They're like, we got to stop it.
And people from the South always be like, the North was just trying to like cripple the South's economy by taking away slavery. It's like, why would they? They're in the same country. They're not trying to do that.
Yeah.
So stop.
That's contradictory to a lot of the stuff too. And they're like, slaves aren't even that big of a deal anyway. People didn't even really have them. They didn't. Really,
it'd be like people didn't have them.
Yeah.
People didn't have them. You had them.
Didn't have them.
You probably.
No.
Wait, I was on a roll, dude. I was fired up.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
All right. So your point was, why don't they just fucking go around them?
Yeah.
So that was what happened. So the South was usually fighting a defensive war.
Okay.
Then they got to Gettysburg. That was the only time they invaded the North. That was the only time they ever even got into the North.
So it was a one and done. They were feeling
They were feeling good. They were undefeated. They were fucking us up pretty much everywhere.
Fuck.
And then
God, they must have been so annoying. Like
exactly. They did the rebel yell. Yeah. So gay. Like, dude, shut up. But yeah, then Lee. So his right hand man. Stonewall Jackson got killed.
Oh, fuck.
Friendly fire.
Dude, imagine killing the general at battle, being the guy who fucking nails them, and being like, that's a big win.
Yeah, be like, I got a guy, I shot him off a horse.
Yeah, it's like kind of smoky. Yeah, you're like, yes, nailed him. Yeah.
Nailed that guy.
Did you ever play paintball? You hit someone, it's so satisfying. If you shot the general, they're like, well, their general's dead now. I'll be like, fucking yes.
Yeah, except it was you on your own team. You shot your own general.
Oh. Yeah. Who shot him?
Fire. His own guy. His own guy shot him.
Friendly fire?
Yeah, he was evil. It was kind of a
double agency?
No, it was kind of a dumb fucking move. I think he was doing like a
They killed that guy?
I don't think. I think everyone was like, you're going to have to live with that one, dude. You just killed like the most famous Southern general.
You lost the war.
He was on like a night ride, like behind enemy line. Like he was kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And
who, Stonewall?
Stonewall Jackson was kind of a fucking blockhead.
So him and some other dude. If he cheddar bobbed himself, that'd be hilarious. So his boy, it was him and his boy doing a night ride.
Yeah, him and his boy were out kissing out in the woods, and a Confederate rolled up on him and was like, "Hey, god damn it, knock it off!" Shot him.
Stop.
That's what happened.
Stonewall Jackson
was rock hard, dude. He was Stonewall. That's what I call him. Man. He was rock hard out there.
So he got shot accidentally.
He got shot accidentally. Yeah, it was friendly fire that killed him.
How though?
It was nighttime. He was riding up on a fucking guard post.
Yeah, he's probably coming back.
Oh shit!
Riding a horse. Yeah.
And someone was just doing their job.
Yeah, someone was just being a guard from the South. Some fucking moron from like Virginia was just standing there.
Who goes there?
Yeah. Halt! God damn it! I said halt. I'll fire. Shit! I killed our general. Damn! I'm mad. I'm not cut out for soldiering.
Thomas Jonathan Stonewall Jackson was a Confederate general and military officer. He played a prominent role in nearly all the military engagement in the eastern side of the conflict. On May 2nd of 1863, he was accidentally shot by Confederate pickets. He lost his left arm to amputation, and weakened by his wounds, he died of a pneumonia 8 days later.
Yeah, because the outfits were the same, right? Except for the color.
The outfits?
Yeah, the outfits looked exact. Like on all the statues, it's like I can't.
Yeah,
it's all bronze. You're like,
I'm always walking around looking to see what statue I'm taking down. I'm like, is that a fucking gray outfit?
Confederate or blue?
Yeah,
if it's blue, they freed slaves.
True.
They abolished slavery by risking their own lives.
Yeah.
So that's kind of honorable.
Yeah,
but
some good boys out there.
So anyway,
so that's why
they were a little confident. This was their first invasion into the North, and the North set up a defensive position.
Yeah.
Along this ridge, they were in like the shape of a J,
Nice.
All right, so now they're shaped like a fish hook, like a J on this like ridge, and the South was coming in trying to attack. And Longstreet, his new right-hand man, was like, dude, we're killing them. All we have to do is be defensive. Let's retreat and set up on like a mountain and tell them to come fucking get us. And Lee was feeling himself and was like, we can do it.
This will be the true turning point. We're going to fuck them up.
And they tried.
Dude? How many fell?
Oh man, you're talking probably 20,000 people. In 3 days.
Damn,
you're missing my favorite part of the story, which is when Warren goes up. Warren goes to check out Little Round Top and Big Round Top. Right, he's like, yeah, I'm going to see what our forces are looking like up there.
Yeah. So to set this up, the J.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the J. So if the J was upright, it'd be the fish hook at the top of the fish hook, not the point.
Gotcha.
That's the left flank.
Okay.
And it's unguarded. It's the top of a mountain, like a very small hill.
Sure.
And the general sends this guy up, General Warren, to go check it out. And he gets up to the top, and like the whole Southern Army's on the other side. And he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
Oh shit! And he had to like signal down with like a flag, like, "Get the fuck up here! They're down here."
Yeah, they're about to fuck us up.
It's great imagining a dude walking up the hill like, and let's see what. Holy fuck!
Yeah, they're here to kill us.
Oh yeah, they were like coming up, and then the South got fucked too because they were looking at Big and Little Round Top and be like, "Yes, there's nobody up there.
No one here. It overlooks the whole battlefield. If we take this hill, it's over."
Yeah.
The North rushed like 10,000 dudes up the other side of the mountain and just were standing up there waiting for them. So the Alabamians came up. Yeep! Roll damn time! Come on, woo! We got slaves still, woo!
Dude, and then the Rochester Racers came in.
Imagine if they won.
Honey,
we can keep our slaves. We won.
The casualties I said was 20,000. That was just the Union.
I'm going
like 24 was for the Union.
36. 28 for the
Confederates. So now this is casualties.
But we have more people, so
casualties, not deaths. Not deaths.
Yeah, that's like a dude down.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of those turn into deaths.
Yeah. Wounded. If you were wounded in the Civil War, you fucking died.
They just got to cut it off. Yeah, and they're like, oh, you got hit in the leg?
Or you got diarrhea, which is, I think more people died of that.
Yeah. Imagine being bullets. A dude who shot the general. You have you're just on a farm just staring at fucking corn your whole life, and you're like, you go to a war and shoot the general, and then you lose. It's like the most pointless, senseless fucking existence you can think of.
Yeah, man. What
Maybe
a loser.
He used to hit his wife, and he's like, I guess I'll go to the war. He's like, shot the general and went home like, oh, my slaves are gone.
How was the war? I don't want to talk about it. It's like, damn, you must have seen some shit. It's like, not really. I was a guard.
It's fucked up.
5 years of your life.
Yeah, it was a guard.
It was all kind of a blur.
Except one night where I killed Stonewall Jackson. Shot him in the fucking...
Imagine if he could have been the guy who'd be like, nah, Lee, for real, like, let's not do this.
He would have probably not. He was also a firm believer that like God had his...
True.
That's why he was stoned. He just stood in the middle of like artillery fire being like, well, if it's my time to die, it's my time to die. God wills it.
That was the fall of Magellan.
Oh, when he got like hit with sticks?
Magellan the Explorer. He like had a dude with him. He was like, we'll show them that our God's the best. There's 300 of them and 30 of us. Let's show them what Christians do. And like everyone deserted and he just died.
He got hit with blocks.
His slave was the one who actually circumnavigated the globe. Magellan died before fully circumnavigating.
Really?
The only guy left was his slave.
His slave was just on the boat.
True. He had enough sense to be like,
the slave and like probably a rat from where they took off circumnavigated it.
He had enough sense to be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit this battle out, dude.
That's great. I remember as a kid, I had a computer game about explorers where you would like click it and it would just it wasn't even a game, it would just click it and it'd show you, and Magellan's was like him running on a beach with people throwing shit at him. It was great. I even remember as a kid being like, what a fucking asshole.
Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese explorer best known for having planned and led the 1519 to 1522 Spanish expedition to the East Indies. He died on April 27th of 1521 at the age of 41 years in Mactan, Philippines. The American Civil War left an estimated 698,000 soldiers dead, along with an undetermined number of civilian casualties. This made the Civil War the deadliest military conflict in American history. Soon after the war is over, Abraham Lincoln gets shot dead. So that was all for today. As always, I will put all the links to Man and Shane's secret podcast down below in the description, both their YouTube channel and their Patreon. So go and check it out and show the dogs some love. Now if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, put them down in the comments below and I'll check them out. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again here at Comic History Tales.